life into something that you can never own.
Hello, Sagittarius. So here is your reading for August 15th through the 31st. Remember, these are general readings, so take what works and what doesn't work just doesn't work. Okay, let's see what we get for you guys. Okay. One card for my Sagittariuses, please. Another card for my Sagittariuses, please. Hold on. I'm screwing this up. And one more card for my Sagittariuses. I need one reversal for my Sagittariuses. And recommendations. So first up, you have the Queen of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Cups in reverse, and then you have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so I think there's something that there's something or someone that you've been very nurturing to. The Queen of Cups is very like empathic, but she's nurturing. She's very caring. She takes care of those around her. And I think the Wheel of Fortune, I always get this card when something is not quite going right, and then I get a lucky break. So something may be like, I don't want to say you're headed for a disaster, but something may not be quite working, but then you get like a lucky break at the last minute. So there might be something where you're getting a lucky break. Things may not be like 100% fantastic, but it winds up being okay at the end. Because this, anytime I get that, that's what it means for me, is like there's a mess all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden something happens and I'm like, oh my God, thank God. Somehow it's okay in the end. But during, you're like, oh no. But the Knight of Pentacles, this is all about really being, he's very structured, he's very trustworthy, he makes slow progress, but he's very sure-footed in his progress. So I think whatever this means for you, like you're nurturing something, you're taking care of something, and you're kind of like, maybe it's not 100% going well, but you kind of getting lucky breaks here and there, and you're continuing on diligently with it. Like, you know, it's not going to be an overnight thing with whatever this is. It's like slow to make progress, but you're making progress. But in the reverse challenging positions, this is all about having problems with friendships or relationships. It could be disloyal friendships. People are not quite living up to their expectations or their end of the bargain. So there's something going on here where I feel like you're really bringing this energy of this trustworthy person. You're making this work. And whatever you're doing, you're making your own luck in a sense. Because I feel like sometimes with the Wheel of Fortune is a little bit of, we get lucky, but we have to put into it as well, you know? So, but I think there may be somebody that is not quite living up to their end of the deal here. But what's recommended for you is to still be generous with whatever this is for you. This is still saying, like, still, I think it's still almost like be generous, like still, ride it out a little bit, you know? Because maybe with whatever this is going on for you, whatever this relationship problem is, maybe by you being kind of still this trustworthy, this loyal, like kind of generous with your time or whatever, you're generous with your help or something, maybe it'll help shift this right side and it'll make this partnership go well again. So this is very interesting. Take this how it resonates for you guys, but let's see what else we get for you guys. Oh, come on, guys. You don't want to talk to me today? Okay. Ooh, Elephant Spirit, learn from the past. So I'm wondering, because sometimes like when we experience relationship problems, you know, obviously it's tricky, and sometimes we are more reactive than we need to be. So maybe you were reactive at one point in your past, and maybe it really wasn't quite the way to go about it. Or after you reflected on it, you were like, yeah, I could have probably dealt with the situation in a different way. So maybe this is saying that this time around, there's something that you've done in the past that you've kind of like learned from, and maybe this is why this is saying handle this situation a little differently this time around. But let's see what else we get for you guys. Oh, smoky quartz, let it go. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, and let's see what else we get. Hand of cards, take a chance, risk being strategic, options not showing hand, gambling. Okay, and let me get one more card, and then let's see where this takes us here. You deserve love. You are lovable. Okay, so you know what? So for some of you, I think this is saying that you might be dealing with somebody, and this might be work related for some of you, that is not really having your back, but you still need to kind of be the bigger person in a sense. And if this is like a minor disagreement, it might be worth letting go, because you do deserve the best, and it's not worth like having and being strategic. It's like sometimes, like, what do they say? Keep your enemies close. You keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. For some of them, it might be worth kind of, if you have to continuously work with this person, it might be worth just letting whatever this mess is, just be the bigger person, still do what you got to do, because eventually, like, you might, this Wheel of Fortune is eventually, like, let's say if there's a promotion or something, they might see your work, the way you handle something, that you were more professional, and you might wind up getting benefits from that in the future. You might be creating your own luck in the future and be considered for a promotion over the other person because you really handled the situation and you show that you were trustworthy and you were willing, even after you got screwed, willing to be the bigger person here. So for some of you, it could be like that. For others, I still think this is saying that if you're dealing with some funny business or a sneaky person, I still think it's saying that you need to still be the bigger person. But maybe learning from the past, letting it go, is kind of like you're just not going to do business with this person again going forward. Like, you might not need to kind of make a huge mess about it, but you might not need to deal with them going forward. But the interesting is the Wheel of Fortune is all about taking a chance and everything. And you also have the Hand of Cards here, which is all about taking chances and risk. So I wonder if some of you, this person, I wonder if it was something that you already knew from the past, that they might screw you over again, but you were giving them a chance. And you were kind of taking a risk on them. And they might not be living up to your hopes in a sense, but I think if you might have known that going in, so, and you also know that, like, you deserve love, or you deserve more respect, or you deserve something a little bit better. So maybe next time you're just not gonna, you're gonna let them go. You're not gonna deal with them. But I definitely think that you're going to do it in a fair way, because this is all about kind of being fair. This is about giving and taking. But I think, I really think that you are the bigger person in this situation. With the Queen of Cups, I think that you're nurturing, and maybe this is somebody that you really hoped for the best for, that they would change their ways. And I really feel like also this Knight of Pentacles, he's very practical and he's very stable, you know, and I think you might have been kind of giving somebody a chance, and they might not be kind of, hopefully, you never know. Hopefully they they might surprise you in the last minute, you know? Maybe this is something representing like the past they screwed you over, but in this time they're going to come through and you gave them a chance, and I like to think positive, but you'll know for yourself. So, okay, Sagittariuses. Think of a question for the Magic 8 Ball. We'll get to that in a second. But first, let's do a few inspirational quotes for you guys. And this also could be on a situation. It could be a situation kind of screwed you over before and you're giving it another chance. So it definitely could be also situational. But I really feel like you have this real stable energy. So even though you are taking a risk, I feel like it's almost like a calculated risk. Like I think you're taking a chance on something, but you're kind of coming into it with a very solid, like nurturing and kind of like practical aspect. So I definitely think that's good, but I do think you'll get like a little bit of a lucky break somehow. But sometimes the lucky breaks, they come in different ways. You know, it could be somebody screwing you over, because a lot of times I have this when something wrong is going wrong. So something's going wrong. I'm in the middle of a chaos in that second, and then all of a sudden I get a lucky break. And I usually get that those days. I get this card where there's some chaos happening, but then at the end it winds up being okay. So you might be experiencing chaos in a sense due to this person or situation, but you're going to wind up having a lucky break, and it's going to be like okay in the end. Okay, so let's see. Let's get some quotes for you guys. Okay. So you have, find your peace and then everything will fall into place. A mind is like a parachute. It doesn't work if it isn't open. No one ever injured their eyesight by looking on the bright side. When life gets blurry, adjust your focus. And when it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. So yeah, some of you might be experiencing a little bit of stress because you got a lot of things about being more positive. But I definitely think you're going to get some kind of lucky break, and it's going to help you with that. So, okay, let's do your spirit of the dish. What spirit of the dish is going to be with my Sagittarius is what, okay, this one stayed in my hand. So you have, what happened here? You have the White Knight, which is the spirit of the milk. And okay, so we have Pluto here, and he's all about transformation and major changes. We have Mars, and this is about energy, initiative, and temper. You have Taurus, and Taurus kind of represents like love, money, and powers of attraction. And they're also kind of like stable in a sense. They're very like solid and grounded in a way. And then we have Virgo, which is about communication and thought processes. And Virgo is very centered also in like knowledge and structure. So that could mean something to some of you. 7, you have the seventh house, which is about partnership, marriage, friendships, and legal proceedings. So some of you, this could be like a friendship or some type of situation like that. And then you have the 10th house, which is about social status, career, and aspirations. So maybe you have like a friendship at work that's not really going so well, or like a friend comes with you kind of with some inside information about a coworker that's trying to throw you under the bus, and then the last minute you're able to kind of navigate that situation. So anyway, and then what dinner and a movie is recommended for you? You have Italian food, and then drama films. Okay. And then we have, we got a lot of these today. So we have J, B, R, M, O, W, Q, N, N, and then we have 4, 2, 8, 8, 207. And then you have laugh and focus. Okay, guys. So think of your question, and here we go. Oh, mystical, magical 8-ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the world. What is the answer to Sagittarius' question? It says, signs point to yes. There you go, guys. The 8-ball has spoken. I hope you have a wonderful few weeks, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.